What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Hidden Heights Farm. We got to talk about some bad habits that Mojo has. In particular, just one bad habit. Yeah, I'm talking about you. I hear you. I see you over there, Mo. Look at him. He's like, oh boy, I'm in trouble now. I'm just going to go back to bed. So it is almost feeding time. We're going to feed here in just a little bit. I've already got a pack behind me, following me. But you guys seen the video we posted last week about the livestock guardian dogs eating the goats. Well, other people's like, does Mojo have any bad habits? And it's funny you say that because he has one habit that really bothers me, and he just did it the other day. We like to say everybody's perfect around here, but we all know we're not. There was only one perfect person ever, right? Oh, Mo, you're a good boy. He's like, Dad, I don't really mean to do it, but sometimes I just get a bad habit in my blood, and I can't stop. So, do I have any guesses what the bad habit is for Mr. Mojo? Okay, he raised his hand, so he wants to tell you about it. You want me to tell him? He wants me to tell it. Alright, so if you've been following the channel, you know we have perimeter fencing around all our property. We have a security gate, and whenever we get deliveries from UPS, FedEx, whatever, you know, whoever's bringing stuff, that's where the bad habits come in. And I'm not talking about Mojo biting any driver or anything like that, but I'm gonna walk over here to this gate just to kind of explain it a little bit. So every once in a while we'll get a delivery from any of the big deliveries like UPS, FedEx. Well, we have an awesome UPS delivery guy. Usually it's the same guy. He knows our dogs knows him. He comes when he makes a delivery. He'll bring some treats for the dogs, and him and Mojo are buddies. Him and Skeeter are buddies, and we've had the same driver for a couple of years, and he got to know our dogs and stuff. You know, I'd come out here, Mojo would come with me, and then they kind of get used to each other, so Mojo's not aggressive towards him. So anyways, I had a problem a couple years ago when we first got Mojo. UPS and FedEx said bring boxes, and they drop them on the inside of our property, on our inside of our gate, and they just dropped the boxes right here. Well, you know, we'd come home from work or whatever, and the boxes would be gone. And you know, you can get on there and check your tracking and this and that, and time after time we finally figured out what was happening. Mojo was grabbing the boxes if they were small enough where he could take them, and he would take them and hide them. There were several times we don't even know where the boxes went, but when I went back to the security camera, I could clearly see what was happening. And it just happened a couple days ago. It wasn't UPS. UPS knows to leave the boxes on the outside of our fence because Mojo can't get them on that side. But FedEx, sometimes we get new FedEx drivers. Every once in a while there's a new one that doesn't really know. And I think they're a little bit scared of Mojo because he is aggressive towards strangers. You know, if you pull up here and you try to get in our yard or whatever, you know, if we're not home, Mojo might eat you up. But anyways, I don't know what the deal is, but anyways, FedEx guy dropped the box right here, and it's on the camera. And Mojo, if we're not home and we don't come out and get it real quick, well, Mojo gets mad, I guess, because they didn't bring him a treat. I don't know what the deal is, but if it's a small enough box Mojo can pick up, he'll pick it up with his mouth, and he carries it over to the Pico pen. He don't play with it in the yard. He doesn't, you know, take it anywhere else. He always takes it straight over the fence into the Pico yard, and he chews the box up and usually tries to take out whatever is in the box, and then he'll just carry it to another spot. So I'll find a box here, and then I'll find an item over here. I'll find some paperwork sometimes. Sometimes you don't find anything, and I'll have to call like FedEx and say, hey, it says this was delivered, but I can't find it. And I'm like, can you check with the driver? And he'll say, yeah, I left it inside the gate because it's a big white dog. And I'm like, okay, Mo, this is on you, buddy. He said, Dad, you telling the story about me in the boxes? He said, I like special deliveries too. You're a good boy. It's allowed. You know, none of us are perfect, Mo. And everybody likes to have something they like to do to mess with other people. And I think that's what you like to do to me and Mom, huh? Is that the way you get back to me and Mom? Playing tricks on us on our deliveries? He's a good boy. Alright, so yesterday Caleb was out in the yard riding his electric bike around and he found another duck egg right over here. So now we're up to 3. We got 3 duck eggs so far. And I guess these ducks, they just lay eggs wherever they're at the time they feel like an egg needs to come out. That's where the egg is going to be. So I'm just going to kind of look around the yard real quick to see if we can't find another duck egg. I don't see none right now, but everybody's waiting for me to eat, to feed so they can eat. So I'm gonna grab some food. The cats followed me over to the fence. So I don't know what they're doing now. I guess he's coming back. If you haven't noticed, Smeagol is my sidekick. And he loves feeding with me. He likes following me around the yard and feeding and checking out everything. Yeah? Did you hear me say feed? Huh? Did you hear me say feed? Are you ready to eat? Are you ready to eat? So Mojo does have some other bad habits. We won't tell him everything. How about that? He's okay, Dad. Sounds good to me. You ready to eat? You want me to go get your food? Are you gonna come with me? Are you gonna come eat with me? Or are you gonna wait for Mama to come home? You gonna come eat with me or not? Huh? You don't look at my lips. What do you think, man? You a good boy? Huh? You a good boy. I'll feed you first instead of the other dogs. How about that? Since you're the oldest. Since you're the oldest and the biggest. He said, okay. Here comes your little buddy. Hey, Smeagol. You want to say hi to Mojo? Oh, you want to shake my hand? Okay. Shake, shake, shake. So, one other thing that Mojo does, maybe a bad habit that he has is, that's not too embarrassing to tell for us, or him anyways, it ain't my deal, is, you know, we like to wear these high-C rubber boots around here. You know, you're always doing farm work or training or whatever, you don't want to wear your good shoes out here, so we always wear them. Well, we usually take them off at the back porch, and our whole family has them. Well, if you leave them at the back porch, every once in a while, Mr. Mojo thinks he has to take one off the back porch. Where does he take it? To the exact same spot he takes all the boxes. It's like his little, I don't know, I don't get it. That's like his collection place. I don't know what it's called. But as you can see, look at this, guys. I'm being stalked. Gucci, are you a stalker? You guys are kind of creepy, and I hate to say it, but this mama chicken right here, that is her last chick. And you would think that might be the culprit to why these little baby chicks are coming up missing, but I don't know where they're going. We have not witnessed anything getting them. We have not found any in the yard anywhere. I don't know what's happening to them, but they're just missing. So I don't know what's going on. But that mama had, like, I think it was either 13 or 15. We were talking about it yesterday, and I don't know the exact number. She had a bunch of babies, and now she's only down to 1. So I don't know. But anyways, I'm gonna grab some feed, and then we'll go feed Mr. Mojo real quick. All right, got my hand full. Gotta go find my gorilla cart. So you guys know we love animals here on the farm. All animals. We got our livestock, we got our dogs, we got our cats, all that. We love them all, but we want to hear your story about something funny, or maybe it's not funny, maybe it's a bad habit that's kind of frustrating, kind of like Mojo's habit with the boxes. You know, sometimes it's a little funny, but when it's something expensive you order, say for your wife's birthday, and you can't find it for a couple days and the tracking said it came, and you wait till last minute to order it, that's not too funny. But before we get too far in this video, we would love for you to leave a comment down below if you have a pet that has some sort of bad habit, whether it's frustrating, funny, irritating, whatever. Let us know down below in the comments. We would love to hear your story. You want to hear the stories? Because I know you're not the only bad boy out there. We all got bad habits, right? We all got bad habits. You know that? You want to hear them stories too? He said, yeah, I'd like to meet some friends online. Hear about other people's dogs or animals. What are you doing? Stealing food? Huh? You got any bad habits besides trying to take out my wild birds? So I set the bird feeders up, fill them up with bird seed, and he's gonna get his tail run over. Watch. Hey, Joe, move your tail. I can't feed you unless you move your tail. Okay, Dad, I'll get up. Come on, let's go eat, Mo. Come on. So yeah, I set the bird feeders up, fill them up with feed, set it outside, watch the birds, listen to them, sing their pretty songs. And who benefits greatly from that is Smeagol. He likes to sit there and pick off all the pretty birds and eat them. So I've had to like move the bird feeders up higher so he couldn't get them so easy. And now it comes the time where you can't hardly hear me because our noisy geese. Look who followed me out here today. He's like, well, you're going to talk about me. I guess I might as well be in the video. Right? He's a good boy. Yes, you are. You're a good boy. You know that? You're a good boy. Yes, you are. Make us steal all the food. Hey, this is for the animals, buddy. Oh, Walt's out of the pen again. He said, it's almost Thanksgiving. I'm going to get fattened up. I'm fixing to feed you. Gotta get some of these. Gotta get some of these animals out of the way first. All right, let me go feed these goats. All right. And we gotta talk about something. Whoa, that's rude. All right, cool. So you guys see me throw food on the ground every once in a while. We do not feed our goats on the ground. I throw the food on the ground for the chickens and the waterfowl and the turkeys, just to kind of get everybody out of my way. As you can see, we always feed our goats in these feeders, and I do not recommend feeding goats on the ground. So, if you feed your livestock on the ground, let me get this emptied and I'll talk. It's kind of loud. Mr. Mojo's waiting on me. Alright, you ready? Get in here, boy. Get in here, boy. Not you, Smeagol. Alright, got Mojo's food. Got 2 fresh eggs. Alright, get this out of the way. Don't take the eggs, I'll crack them for you. Don't take the eggs, I'll crack them for you, buddy. Oh, we gotta talk about something real quick. Oops, I accidentally cracked that one. Here, want me to leave that one whole? It's kind of cracked. Sometimes he likes to eat the shell, but sometimes he don't. There you go. Well, you can get out of my face now so I can eat. It's kind of rude sticking cameras in people's faces when they're eating. Okay, I'll allow it. Okay, back to the story. So kind of touch up a little bit about feeding. I'm just going to talk about goats for this instance because we don't have any other like cows or anything right now. Feeding goats on the ground is not smart. It is a good way to get them overloaded in parasites. You can do research. I'm not going to talk a lot about it. We got videos in the past kind of explaining that, but once you start feeding your goats in these above ground feeders or some kind of container or something to where the feces, and it's not just directly on the ground or contaminated with their feces, you're going to see their parasites load be way lower. It's just a lot cleaner, it's a lot healthier, a lot more sanitary, and it really helps cut down on the parasites. And it works the same way as for probably all livestock, you know. In this instance, I'm only talking about goats, but I know cattle is the same way. the way the worms work, and that is the goat's #1 parasite in our area, is the internal parasites, like barber pole worms. There's all kinds of worms that can infect your goats, but anyways, that is how they reproduce and everything. They lay their eggs on the blades of grass, the goats eat it off the ground, blah blah blah. There's a whole cycle there. You can kind of Google it and research it yourself, but feeding the food on the ground is just a good way to continue in that cycle. And you can see Leesky, what is he up to? He's way over there. He must have been chasing something. There he comes. He spotted me. Miss Cora is right over here. So let's go get them some food real quick. But yeah, if you guys are trying to raise goats and you're having a lot of problems with the parasites like worms, and you're not feeding them in some kind of trough or something, I would encourage trying to do that, because it will make a huge difference. It's not going to cut down that worm load to 0, but it will help out a lot. Where do these chickens come from? They just come from all corners, all sides of everywhere. It's like they just fall from the sky sometimes. We've got a lot of chickens. A lot of them are young, and a lot of them don't make it all the way till adulthood. Leesky's waiting. Cora's waiting at the wrong gate. All the goats are waiting. Cora, come on. This side, baby, you know. Come on, baby girl. She's like, that's my legs, that's my legs. You smell them eggs in there? Come on, come get them. Mr. Leesky. Look how patient Mr. Leesky's waiting. He says, oh, I'm a good boy, I'm just gonna wait patiently. All right, guys, got a big egg and a banny egg today. They don't mind, they're just a little smaller. Who wants the banny eggs? They all taste the same, some just bigger than others. Oh, Cora got it. Come here, Lise. Here, you want a banny egg? A little banny egg? You want a big egg, Cora? Oh, here comes the goats. They said, why do you always feed the dogs first? Okay, here comes the fun part. Just got egg all over my little tripod camera. Hey goats. Hey. Who wants to say hi? They smell the food, they smell the food. I don't know, that guy, that probably makes you guys seasick. They're not camera shy. They're in dinner time. Let me figure out how to get on there. She's still small enough. That's how they do it right here, like this one's trying to do. She's almost too big now, but she can still barely do it. Hey, mister, you got any more feed in that bucket? Alright. Let's go see the dogs again. And the cat. We should have named Smeagol something else, because he is such a social... Yeah, you're a social person. Cat. He's very social. Everybody on the farm likes him. He gets along with everybody. He is a good he's a good animal to be around for morale. So if the dogs or the goats or anyone's having a bad day, he kind of picks up their spirits, lifts their spirits up a little bit, and helps them have a little better day. Because say Corey and Leesky get into an argument or something, and you know they're not talking for the day, Mr. Smeagol will come out and he'll go talk and counsel one of them, and then he'll go talk and counsel the other one. Then everybody's friends again. He's just a mediator. He's just that animal that everybody likes to see. Gets everybody in a good attitude and helps them have a better day. So you can see the goats are starting to whittle away on that hay bale. The tarp we put up for them last year is officially pretty much gone. And there's some of it lying over here. I really need to pick that up. But we're gonna have to get another tarp. This is on the north side of this lean-to here. The lean-to is still hanging up good, still doing good. Serving its purpose. It added a lot of square footage on. It's been a little over a year and a month since we built this, added this lean-to on, and you can see all the extra square footage it gave them of having some dry place to get. A lot of that hay that falls down from that hay bale right there lands on the ground, and it just adds extra bedding for everybody to lay on. And then whenever we have the tarp up, you know, when it starts getting real cold, that blocks all the north wind, so they have all this area to be nice, dry, and warm. Mrs. Cora is drinking her water. Mr. Smeagol is picking up scraps that they're dropping. Now guys, I know I've talked about this before, but we've had 3 livestock guardian dogs in the past that would not allow any cats anywhere on our property. We had Bear, we had Daisy, and we had a Commodore livestock guardian dog named Thunder. That's a whole nother story, but we didn't have him long. But anyways, if a cat got in this pasture, no matter if it was one of our cats or a stray cat, they were gone. The dogs didn't tolerate them. Bear, he did not like the cats. Him and the other dog would work together and they just rip them to shreds. And there was nothing we could do about it, just the way it was. Daisy, she didn't like any kind of animal in there with her goats. The only animal that she really ever got around was Mojo and Skeeter. That wasn't a goat. She didn't like chickens. She didn't like any of the birds over there. She would not let a buzzard or a crow land out in her field anywhere. She would chase them off. She was super fast, and she did not allow anything. So having these dogs coexisting with this cat on the farm is just crazy in my eyes, because livestock guardian dogs are supposed to be guardians, but as you can see, the cats have never taken down a goat, so they have at least have been smart enough to not mess with the cats. What are they doing? Corey, are you mad that Smeagol's eating the food off the ground? Eat your food, guys. Hey, why are y'all acting like that? I just talked about how good you're being, and now you're starting to worry me. I guess she's just wanting some loving off Leesky. I don't know what they're doing. Come here, Smeagol. Get out of there. Let them eat. Leave them alone. I don't know what's going on. She's acting weird. But you can see how fast the goats eat. They're already coming out here to go browse around for some leaves or whatever. And these dogs are making me nervous. I don't know why they're doing that. What are y'all doing? Why are you making those faces? Huh? If you're gonna eat, eat. Hey, stop. I don't like that. Leesky, no. Smeagol, you might want to get out of there, buddy. Alright, so anyways guys, that is today's video. Mojo is done eating. You can see he's up there at the porch. I don't know what these dogs are doing. They're making me nervous. I think Smeagol's messing with them. Smeagol, get out of there. Come on. Cats don't listen for nothing. There's Mr. Skeeter Man. Skeeter is the sheriff. He's going to come make sure everybody's getting along good. Skeeter, leave him alone. Let him eat. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. We love you. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment down below and tell us, does your dogs or any of your animals have any bad habits? Funny, irritating, whatever. We want to hear them. Leave a comment, please. Like this video, and we'll see you on the next one. See, they're not going to do nothing. They're just playing games for the camera, I guess. And I know they don't like the goats getting around because they will growl at the goats. See you on the next one, guys. Uh-oh. See? She does not like the chickens, and they were just over here eating the eggs that I threw down. It's always almost too soon to hit the stop recording button because there's always something going on the farm, as you can just see. So for the third time and the last time, we'll see you on the next video.